recently on Portal. Working for the sinister Bob Claws, a pair of dangerous beasts embarked upon a sinister quest to destroy Christmas. While Dave managed to stop Bob, it was Portal heroes Sunny, Dove, and Shorty who sent the beasts to their graves. Now, with the world rid of 3 vicious evils, will new dangers emerge to threaten the virtual world? This is Portal.
Hello, welcome to Portal. This is Val. Dave is currently in the hub's upper levels preparing a light snack. As we await his return, please enjoy this informational video pre-recorded by Dave at an earlier date.
EverQuest. No world is more famous or tremendous, and as you may have heard, it's just gotten even bigger, or perhaps deeper, with the Lost Dungeons of Norrath. Here's some helpful information. You and at least 3 other adventurers will first need to visit a Wayfarer to obtain a quest. Their camps can be found in 5 locations: the Butcher Block Mountains, Everfrost Peaks, East Commonlands, and both the northern and southern deserts of Roe. Once you've accepted your mission, you'd best be on your way because the dungeon entrance will only remain open for a short while, and beyond that, you'll only have 90 minutes to complete your quest. Let's talk about the 5 different dungeon types you might be facing. Ms. Moore's catacombs are a haven for the undead. Within these labyrinths of gothic tombs and caverns, every imaginable type of life-sucking fiend can be found, from pusslings and vampires to living skeletons and shadows. A world away, located beneath Guck, the swamp city of the trolls, is Deepest Guck. Don't be deceived by the endless corridors of mud and stone, for somewhere in the depths lies the secret headquarters of a group of evil froglocks. Equally dangerous is Miragul's Menagerie. Carved into the ice of Everfrost, this evil wizard storehouse has taken on a life of its own as it awaits its dark master's return. Bone golems, living ooze, dervishes, and more. The horrors here are endless. If you're looking for someplace warmer, try Takishis. Buried beneath the desert sands, this decaying site is rumored to be the ancient home city of the elves, now long abandoned. All that resides here today are the dirt and earthen monstrosities that have claimed these ruins for a home. Wear a helmet. Finally, if all you're looking for is some straightforward, down-and-dirty street fights, you'd be best off to try the Rujarkian Hills. The hills are the home of a little-known species of ultra-intelligent orcs and their less-than-cordial house guests. One last thing. Rumor has it that when you do complete the Wayfarer's quests, their rewards are incredible. But seriously, isn't this all about the glory?
Glorious, ain't she, friend? Camelot. Was born there myself, don't you know? Born and raised. Tell me, friend, what brings you to this grand old city? Friend? What? No, no!
Hello, sir! Nice cape you got there. Although, it does look a little worn. Tell you what, I happen to have a better one I'd be willing to part with for, say, 10 silver?
Sir, I'm sorry, the doctor doesn't take walk-in patients. Sir!
May I help you?
You had best hope so, wench. You had best hope so.
Dave, the transmission has already begun. You must complete the procedure and return to the primary deck immediately, or our viewers might become suspicious as to your true location.
This hurts worse every time.
I am sorry, Dave.
I'm sorry to inform you, sir. Your threats are worth little in this office.
It is not a threat, good doctor. It is a fact. You shall either help me, or you shall perish.
Doctor? Are you okay? I'm sorry, he rushed in. I couldn't stop him.
I'm fine, Jane. That'll be all.
A wise choice. You have spared both her life and your own.
You're wasting my time, sir. I assume you have something important to discuss.
You are strong, Doctor. Much like my late wife. I like you already. Let me begin. My fall began several months ago. My beloved wife and I were working for a villain most foul. The details are not important. Only that we were at the final phase of a long and exhausting plan matters. That is when the heroes arrived to thwart us.
I'm listening.
It was a dwarf who had been sent to stop me. Me! And worse, he succeeded. I was beaten in hand-to-hand combat by a filthy, worthless half of a man. But the fall, it did not kill me. I was not so fortunate. No, instead, I hid cowering in the shadows as the dwarf came to search for my corpse. And when he finally departed, I wept. Wept like a helpless child.
I can assure you, sir, that tearing apart my office will not help to reestablish the masculinity you so obviously feel you've lost.
But it is either your office or your face. For it was only when I found the corpse of my beloved wife, only in her absence, did I realize how much I loved her. So many memories. But tragically, I did not bury my wife. Instead, I ran in fear that the hero who slayed her would return to find me.
What exactly is it you want from me, sir?
I am here, Doctor, to conquer my weakness, my cowardice, my inability to best a mere dwarf in combat, my inability to save my own mate, and most of all, my newly discovered phobia of any and all who would call themselves hero. You will cure this phobia, Doctor, today, or you will die.
Hello, welcome to Portal. Sorry about the delay, I was just doing some important reading. Anyway, let's get down to business, or more specifically, unfinished business. Now, as you may recall, many months ago, my best friend Berney had believed that I had been killed. As a result, some sort of severe psychological shock occurred in Berney's fragile mind, and he lost the ability to speak and understand language. Now, so far, even though Berney knows I'm alive now, we've been unable to undo the damage, so we've tried everything. Well, everything but one thing. Children. We've yet to see how Berney might react to a child. Now, our virtual psychologist, Dr. Julia Hopkins, theorizes that if Berney holds a conversation with a young child, essentially someone whose mind is as pure and innocent and mentally undeveloped as Berney's, that this will create what psychologists refer to as a perceived zone of interpersonal safety. In other words, Berney might feel really, really safe to start talking again. It's worth a shot. So, standing by is the only child I know, Truggy's son Michael. He's accompanied by one of his current caretakers, Sir Blue.
Dave, I now prefer the title The Atrocious Mr. Green, for obvious reasons.
Sorry, Mr. Green?
The Atrocious Mr. Green!
Right. Look, is Michael with you?
Why, yes, the young lad is at my side. We've just finished learning a passage from Othello. Say hello, Michael!
Hi, spaceman! You want to hear me do Otholi?
No, that's okay, Michael. Listen. No, wait, no, go ahead. Let's hear it.
You mean it?
Yes, of course, Michael. Only a monster of a human being would refuse a young lad the chance to show off his Shakespeare.
Shaky!
Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, right.
Okay, here I go. Even like my chatty, oh cursed guy. Whip 'em, devils, from the posy of that. Blow 'em some wind.
Wash me?
Oh yeah, wash me in a gulf of liquid fire. Oh, Desdemona, dim you dona, dead, oh. Did you like it?
Oh, yeah, that was excellent. Now,
But you didn't clap. How come? How come?
I'll clap next time.
Wah! He didn't like it.
No, look.
But how come he didn't say hooray when he clapped?
Yes, Dave. Don't you think the lad deserves a good old cheer?
Hooray!
He liked it.
Yeah, great.
He
Now,
liked
Michael.
it.
I'm sure Sir Blue discussed with you.
The
that-
atrocious Mr. Green.
I'm sure the atrocious Mr. Green discussed with you.
I think he's getting angry.
I'm not getting angry. Now listen.
Why you get mad?
I'm not mad. Will you listen to me?
Oh, that is fine work, Dave. You've gone and upset a fragile child.
Blue,
The atrocious Mr. Green!
this isn't happening. This is not. Val,
Yes, Dave.
patch Berney through.
Yes, Dave.
Michael, meet Berney. Berney, Michael, Mr. Purple, please get out of the way.
Hey, you're fuzzy. Bula, Chuchi. You look like a skunk. Do you smell like Stinky? You better not make Stinky or I'll hit you with a fist. Hey, you can come over and color with crayons on the wall with me.
Oh, no, I don't think that would be good.
He's breaking through.
You want to see something funny? Watch, I'll make a spit loogie. Gross, huh? Watch me pick an earwax booger.
Oh, for the love of the Queen, stop.
Quiet, Green, it's working.
Hey, watch me make a fart. Watch. Uh-oh, I made a poop in my pants.
Green? Green?
I feel yucky. Change my diaper, Dave.
Val?
Yes, Dave.
I don't think we can sink any lower than this. At least not until the drifter craps his pants.
Dave, the drifter, is at least 30 years away from losing control of his bowels.
Good to know, Val. Good to know.
Well, Doctor, how then will you aid me? I intend to leave this office cured.
I'm sorry, sir, but there are no shortcuts in matters of the psyche.
Then you'd best create one if you wish to live.
Very well. Then tell me, have you made any progress since the time your hero phobia began?
Indeed, Doctor, much progress. Unfortunately, it has been in the wrong direction. Even hiding behind a mask, I could not escape the feeling that trouble would find me. My instincts did not deceive.
Buddy, come on, hurry! The drifter's in town! He's the greatest hero ever! Hurry, come on!
Yes, the greatest hero ever! And the thought of seeing him filled me with the greatest fear I'd ever known. I retreated to a lost corner of Yordheim and hid, cowering in the shadows. But it is in the shadows that secrets may be found. I had forgotten this. The heroes had not.
You there.
What? No, please. I have done nothing wrong. I...
Calm down. I just need information. Figured I could find some down here, where the shady types hang out.
I beg your mercy. I beg it, please.
You're not listening. I have reason to believe the entrance to Atlantis is here in the Dark Age of Camelot. What have you heard?
Nothing. Spare me.
I don't know who you are, but I can smell your sins from a mile away. Clean up your act, or I might just be back.
Thank you. Thank you. The city was far too terrifying a place. Heroes of all types passed through those gates each and every day. So I rode north to a place where no hero would ever go. My heart was filled with fear. I needed to flee to a place so remote no hero would ever find me. Legend told of an ancient keep high in the mountains, where the wind blew so cold, one's fur would stiffen into a mat of stone. This place, rumor told, was home to an ancient and mysterious race. They were not what I expected. The little fools took me in, agreeing to trade room and board for entertainment. Drunken idiots. For days I attempted to tolerate them, but when their tireless singing finally annoyed me to the point of madness, I slaughtered them all and claimed their fortress as my own. Months passed. Time slowed to a crawl, and I dreamt much of my late wife, sometimes wondering whether she was just a memory or a ghost. And when I could finally take no more of this madness, I came to see the famed Dr. Julia Hopkins. You will cure me now, Doctor. You must. For if indeed the ghost of my late mate is watching over me, I cannot allow her to see me like this.
And what would you say to her right now, if she were here?
Much.
Then might I suggest you pretend I am her and speak to me as such?
But you are not Harry.
I was in the 60s. Please, sir.
Very well. Greetings, wife.
Hello.
I have missed you.
Likewise.
Allow me to greet you with a kiss of passion.
That's quite all right. Let's just converse frankly, dear. What are you afraid of?
Defeat. Defeat at the hands of a hero.
Why? Why, sweetie?
Because you are always stronger than me. Much stronger. Without you to...
Protect you?
Yes. Without that, I do not feel...
Safe? Why? Did something bad happen when you finally fought alone?
Yes. I lost. For the first time in my life, I was defeated.
So essentially, honey, my strength has always given you a false sense of safety and security that has empowered you to act with courage, thus never allowing you to develop your own sense of strength. And now that the perceived safety I provided has been removed from the equation, you have been left bankrupt of your core ego attributes.
Yes, my love.
Therefore, in order for you to realize your potential, all you must do is accept that your past victories have not been a result of my power, but of your own.
Indeed. Ah, Dr. Hopkins, you are truly the best. I believe I am cured.
Delightful. Now get out of my office.
But good doctor, I have confessed to so much. Wouldn't you agree it would be in my best interest to clean up the evidence?
Hi, welcome back to Portal. We only have a few moments left, and I'd like to use them to show you something very important. Let me explain.
Dave, you are receiving an emergency call from Rick.
Patch it through.
Dave, brother, I gotta talk to you, amigo. I had the worst dream ever, dude. It means something, man.
Rick, wait, stop. Listen to me.
But Dave...
Listen to me, please. Now, I've been having some weird dreams lately too, but having a weird dream doesn't mean you're seeing the future. Now, I talked to Dr. Hopkins about this, and she's convinced it's stress-related on both our parts, but I'm trying to run a transmission here. You can't keep calling me every 5 minutes every time you take a nap. You've been a good friend in the past. We've both saved each other's lives multiple times. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, Rick, but can you do the same for me? Can you just try a little harder not to panic every time you have a nightmare? Please, Rick?
Dude, it was crazy, man. The sky was filled with giant snowflakes. They were red, and there were people everywhere, salivating like dogs. And they were trying to kill you, man. And all the world wanted to kill you. And they wanted to kill your amigos, too. And all the while, I heard someone laughing, man, like it was all part of some evil genie's blueprint in a secret bottle, dude. Oh, brother, but here's the crazy part. When I woke up, it was over.
You feel better?
No, brother, you're in danger,
Rick,
man.
no,
We're all
I
in
have
danger.
To go.
We
I'm
gotta...
sorry. I don't know what to say. He deserves to be treated. He's got to get a grip. He's got to get a grip on reality. Anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about.
I'm sorry, Dave, but we have used the last of our time.
I can't stop you from murdering me, sir, but I must warn you, it is not in your best interest.
And why is that?
Many of my clients are, in fact, noble and talented heroes. If you kill me, you'll soon find a literal army of warriors tracking you down.
But you've forgotten. You have just helped to cure me of my hero phobia.
Incorrect. I was merely telling you what you wanted to hear to spare my life. In reality, most phobias actually take years to overcome. I hypothesize that you will still be overwhelmed with fear the next time you encounter an actual hero.
Nonsense! I will slay them where they stand.
Perhaps you'll get your chance to test your theory. My next appointment should be coming through the door at any moment, and he is a very powerful hero.
Excellent! I shall prove myself and slay them on sight. Then it shall be your turn. Come to me, weakling. Come to me. We will see who knows fear.
Jane, please call the authorities. There's an unconscious sociopath in my office.
Again? Doctor, that's the third time this week.
Don't remind me.
Ah, Dave, only the grandest of fools would ignore the warnings of the fungoid. Yes, for at long last, after months of patience and planning, the time of my final vengeance has arrived. Sleep well, dearest Dave. Dream of the days before your every waking moment became a living, breathing hell. And most of all, dream of your pathetic little world before it was ripped apart at the seams by the power of the ultimate!
Watch me pick an earwax booger!
More servings of Portal. Coming up next on G4's Overindulgence Weekend. Hold the butter, please.